The Thief of the Moonlight. In the small, mist-blanketed town of Elderwood, stories circulated like whispers in the wind, flickering like candlelight over the darkened corners of the earth. Among its many myths, the tale of Selene, the Moonlit Naiad, was the most chilling, a beautiful water nymph said to emerge from the lake every 100 years to steal the souls of those who had wandered too far into the woods. Her long silver hair shimmered like the surface of the water she rose from, and her voice was said to be both haunting and enchanting. 17-year-old Lucy Harper had never been a believer in myths or legends. She scoffed at the stories told around campfires, dismissing them as nothing more than fanciful tales invented by superstitious minds. However, when her friends dared her to venture into the moonlit woods bordering Elderwood Lake on the night of the centennial lunar eclipse, her bravado sparked an adventure she would never forget. With her friends giggling behind her, Lucy rolled her eyes and marched toward the eerie silhouette of the trees. The moon had reached its apex, casting a silvery glow that broke through the branches, illuminating the path ahead. Shadows danced around her, and a chill had begun to wrap itself around her spine. She felt an unusual tug at her heart, a pull towards something just beyond her reach. "Come on, Lucy, just go a little further," urged Jake, a flash of bravado lighting up his face. Ignoring the slight tremor in her hands, Lucy ventured deeper until the whispers of her friends faded into the night. The sounds of the forest wrapped around her like a shroud, a soft rustle of leaves, a distant chirping of crickets, and the jaundiced call of an owl. As she approached the lake, the water mirrored the full moon, its surface shimmering violently as if it were alive. The midnight air grew thick and heavy, and a sense of foreboding washed over her. That's when she saw it, an iridescent figure gliding toward her from the depths of the water. Selene. The name slipped from Lucy's lips, both a whisper and a wonder. The creature emerged, ethereal and captivating, her skin glistened as though dappled with pearls. The moonlight caught her hair, creating a halo around her head that almost masked the shadowy depths of her eyes, pits that seemed to bore straight through Lucy's soul. "Do you seek the secrets of the moon?" Selene beckoned, her voice a melodious chime that echoed in the stillness. "Come closer. Let the darkness steal your fear. Let the light fill your heart." Lucy, entranced, found herself stepping forward, the world fading around her. The ethereal glow enveloped her, erasing all doubts. She felt herself caught in a trance, as if Selene's very essence seeped into her veins, bringing with it an intoxicating thrill. Suddenly, the beautiful visage twisted into something darker, a smile turning sinister. Her voice shifted, no longer soothing but laced with hunger. "You are a gift from the stars, dear Lucy. Such a pure heart, ripe for the taking." Lucy gasped, her senses returning in a flash as the weight of Selene's words hit her. "What do you mean?" she stammered, taking a step back. "Your spirit, your essence. I have waited long for a soul so vibrant," Selene hissed. The water around her began to rise, swirling into a tempest as the Naiad transformed, revealing her true nature, eyes black as night, mouth filled with sharp, glimmering teeth. Panic flooded Lucy. The stories hadn't been mere myths. The creature before her was real, and she was its prey. Running back toward the tree line, she could hear Selene's laughter trailing behind her, echoing in her ears. "You cannot escape me, sweet child. The moon has chosen you." Lucy dashed through the brambles, branches snagging at her clothes, tearing at her skin. The laughter turned into a haunting melody, tugging at her heart like a taunt. She burst through the trees and into the clearing where her friends waited, breathing heavily, panic-stricken. "Lucy, what happened? You were gone for so long," Emily cried, about to rush toward her. "No, stay back," Lucy shouted, gripping Emily's arm. Behind her, the water of Elderwood Lake began to rise, shadows stretching towards them, threatening to engulf them in its depths. "You cannot deny your fate." Selene's voice echoed from the lake, roiling the water with manic laughter. "Join me in the depths, or be devoured by the haunting light of the moon." Together, Lucy and her friends took a step back in unison, realizing that strength lay in their friendship. They were all there, huddled together, each holding on to the flicker of hope that surged within their bonds. With a surge of determination, they turned their backs on the lake and ran, never daring to look back. The echoes of Selene's laughter faded until only silence lingered in their ears. They had escaped, But as they reached the safety of the streetlights on the edge of Elderwood, the moon's glow flickered ominously above, a reminder that Selene still roamed the depths of their fears, waiting, watching, and hungry for a soul. The legend of the Moonlit Naiad lived on, a chilling whisper in the night, just as it had for centuries.